Hi guys, how you guys doing? Hope you guys doing great. Today I want to talk to you about that desperate phone call. Yeah, desperate phone call. I remember it was quite a few years ago. I was in my house and I received a phone call from this young guy. He was 17 years old at the time, and he told me he was hiding in a place like it's a bush. It's a place like a bush where there's trees and things like that, you know what I'm saying? And he's speaking to me on his mobile phone. And I said to him, bruv, what you doing in the bush? What are you hiding in the bush for? He said, Nathan, they are after me. They are after me. And I'm thinking, who's after him? You know what I'm saying? But you could tell that he wasn't talking properly. You could tell that he was confused. You could tell that he was very scared. And he was talking very low, so I couldn't hear his voice. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just say to him, bruv, where are you? You know what I'm saying? And he told me where he was, and I had to just jump in a cab and go and pick my little brother up. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Yes, that desperate phone call. You know what I'm saying? And when I went to see him, you know what I'm saying, he was shivering. When I mean shivering, so scared, like a leaf. He was so scared. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, wow, what happened to him? That's what I was saying in my mind. You know what I'm saying? But I know that we weren't the best place to talk, so he came in a cab with me, and I took him back home with me, and we sat down. And even though my house, if you come to my house is always warm. You know what I'm saying? And especially that time, it was winter time, so I had all the central heating on. But I noticed that this young youth was just shivering in my house, scared, really scared. And I'm thinking to myself, what happened to him? And then finally, I gave him a drink, a hot drink to drink, and then finally we start talking. And as we start talking, he was telling me about these five guys who apparently come from London, drug dealers, met him and then asked him to take them to his mum's house. Went into his mum's house, hold up the mum. Listen to me carefully. Hold up the mum. Hold up his other brother who was living with him at the time. He was only a young kid. He was only about 14 years old. Hold all of the family up and threaten the family and said that if you go to the police, this is, I don't want to repeat what they said to the family. You know what I'm saying? It was so bad. But, they threatened the family and said, if you go to the police, this is what's going to happen to your family. And they had weapons on them. You know what I'm saying? But this young guy I'm telling you about who phoned me on the desperate phone call, he had managed to escape. You know what I'm saying? And his mum and his younger brother was out doing shopping for a little while. So everyone from the family was away from these drug dealers. But these drug dealers were sitting in the house waiting for the family to come back. You know what I'm saying? And when I got speaking to this young guy now, yeah, the one 17, he said to me, Nathan, I can't go back. I can't go back. And I said, yeah, but Kate, I said, how am I gonna look after you? I don't know how I'm gonna look after you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I said, can't you speak to your dad? He tried to phone his dad, but his dad weren't listening. You know what I'm saying? He had no one to turn to. You know what I'm saying? So I knew there and then that if it ain't for me to help him, then no one else is gonna help him. Don't know if you hear what I'm saying. Sometimes people will come to you with desperate need. Be careful when you turn these people away. Be careful what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because God will send a desperate situation to you just to see how you would handle it. Because the same way how you would handle it is the same way God would handle you when you have a desperate situation. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. Yeah, what seed you sow is the harvest you shall reap. Don't expect to turn people away when don't expect when people ask you for sugar and you have a lot of sugar in your house and you turn them away and tell them to come back tomorrow. Don't expect when you go to God and you ask God for miracles and blessings. Don't expect Him to give you, because God will look at you and say, you see the time when your neighbor come and ask you for sugar? All you had to do is go in your cupboard and give your neighbor the sugar. And when I mean sugar, sugar is not, I'm not literally talking about sugar. You know what I'm saying? What you have in your tea. Sugar could be money, 50p, a pound, £10. Sugar could be a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? You got a big house, big mansion house, and this poor man comes and say, please sir, give me a place to stay. And you turn them away and tell them to come back tomorrow. Don't play with them things in your life, because God is watching us, and see how we treat others. It will depend how God is going to treat us. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. This is called divine connection. This is called a test from the living God. But God will catch you at the time when you're desperate, but bring another person who's even more desperate than you, but God will expect you to help that person, even though you're desperate, in a desperate time. But I tell you this now, if you pass the test, hallelujah, glorify Jesus' name, God would shower down blessings on you. I'm telling you. You see me? I'm blessed. Let me tell you this now. You see Nathan Brown, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I go to London, they use and bless me. I go to Birmingham, they bless me. Wherever I go, I'm blessed. There's always someone out of the crowd. I was walking past McDonald's the other day. I see this teenager running out, so fast towards me. I'm thinking, hey, what's happening? And when I look at him, he had his hair dyed in some purple kind of colour, so I couldn't recognise him straight away. But I remember it was Jay. Yeah, I remember Jay. Jay used to come to my shop and he used to hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when Jay didn't have no money, I would give him a fiver here and there. You know what I'm saying? So he remembered me from those times. So when he sees me, he's so happy to see Nathan Brown. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm blessed, especially with the young youths. They bless me. You know what I'm saying? But this is what God would do. God would send divine connection to you. You know what I'm saying? The man who you see on the road who's begging, and you have £500 in your pocket, you're going to go and buy yourself a nice watch, or you're going to buy yourself a diamond ring. And this man asks you only for £1. You can't take out £10 out of your £900 and just give him a £10. You know what I'm saying? You walk past him and you're looking deep in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? And tell him no, that you don't have no money. You liar. You liar, you liar, you liar. And you think you're blessed. But let me tell you this now, when you do those kind of things in your life, let me tell you this, you're not storing up your blessings. Nah. You're decreasing your blessings. You know what I'm saying? And you might say to yourself, yeah, but, well, this is my money. I worked hard for it. You know what I'm saying? I can spend my money the way I want to spend it. The man who's on the road begging for money, he should get up and find himself a job. Let me tell you this now. Not everyone is in a position like you. Not everyone can live a luxury life the way you live a luxury life. You know what I'm saying? That's why God put us on this earth together, black and white, Asian and whatever, you know what I'm saying, all together, and put us as brothers and sisters, and brothers and sisters supposed to help each other. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I say, if you're my brother and I'm your brother, if you're my sister and I'm your brother, you know what I'm saying, we're here to help each other. You know what I'm saying? No one should go without on this earth, to be honest. No one, because everyone has got a duty to help each other. You know what I'm saying? So going back to this little teenager now, my friend, my little brother, who called me on a desperate phone call. You know what I'm saying? Drug dealers from London came to his mother's house, hold up his mum, hold up his little brother, and took over the family house. Before that, they were living like a normal family. You know, like a normal family? You know what I'm saying? Picture yourself in a normal family. You got your mum, you know what I'm saying? Your dad might not be there, but you got your brothers, you got your sisters or whatever. And then next thing you know, you see 5 men come home with your son and say, look, we are drug dealers and we're here to take over your house. Hold up your mum in the house and say, look, we're taking over your house. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what happened to my friend. And he called me. I was his first choice and his last choice. If I did turn him down that day, God forgive me. God forgive me, trust me. You know what I'm saying? But God knew he sent my little friend to the right person. Yeah, he sent him to Nathan Brown because I don't turn down people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that, everything comes from God. Everything. You know what I'm saying? So I took him in, you know what I'm saying? And he stayed with me for about 3 weeks. And he didn't want to go out, even to the local shop. I was saying, yeah, come, bro, let me go to the local shop. He didn't want to go out. He was that scared. For 3 weeks, he stayed in my house and didn't want to go out. Until we planned the plan to get him out of the area completely. And he ended up in the countryside, not knowing no one, you know what I'm saying, away from his own mother, away from his own brother. Before that, he was living a normal teenager life until these guys come and invade his life. You know what I'm saying? So when he came to me, the last place he seen in the area was my house. After that, he never seen the area ready for good. How old is he now? He was 17 when he left. He's 29 now. He's age 29 now. Do the maths. He ain't seen Reading since then, you know what I'm saying? And he phoned me today. He just phoned me just before I made this video. You know what I'm saying? I got all emotional on the phone. And I ain't gonna lie to you, know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to him. And he phoned me and says, Nathan. And I said, yeah, who's this? And he says, Kate. He said, Kate. I said, who? And he said, yeah, I said, tell me his name and that. And he said that he's over Japan. You know what I'm saying? Over Japan. And he's with his girlfriend over there. He met her over there, you know what I'm saying? But I can just hear in his voice that he's grown up now. You know what I'm saying? Before he had a little squeaky voice. You know what I'm saying? His voice didn't break at that time when he was 17. But now I can hear his manly kind of voice, and you know what I'm saying? He speaks confident and he sounds so happy in his voice. You know what I'm saying? And I said, wow, God bless him, God bless him. And how does that make me feel? It makes me feel like to say, I'm not trying to look for no reward, you know? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if my Father God gives me a reward for what I do, then I'm grateful. But to be honest, I'm not looking, you know what I'm saying? I don't do these things for rewards. You know what I'm saying? And man might say, yeah, but you should get a reward for things like this. Nah, you see, the way I see it is that we're here to help each other. That's what I see it. You're my brother. Listen, me and you might not get on every day, but you're my brother. I love you. Do you know what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you even if I've never met you. I still love you. You're my sister. I love you. Listen, you're my sister. You're my queen. You're a queen. I love you. You know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to you. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you call God's love. You know what I'm saying? To just love each other. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what background you come from. I don't care if you're rich or you're poor. I love you. You know what I'm saying? That's all to it with me. You know what I'm saying? That's all to it. You know? And this is the way we're supposed to live, people. You know what I'm saying? So today I'm kind of rejoicing. You know what I'm saying? I've got a call. You know what I'm saying? It's been about, I heard from this guy from about maybe 8 years. Not saying I forgot about him. He was always in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying? But to hear how well he's doing for himself now, and that now he's turned into a young man, and he's thanking me for what I've done for him. Man, let me tell you this now. Not even £1 million can make me feel better than the way I'm feeling right now. Do you know what I'm saying? For your own young brother who was a teenager to shout down the phone and say, look, Nathan Brown, I love you. That's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. And this is what we need to do, you know, because you see, not all of us come from dedicated parents. Some parents are alcoholics. Some parents are crack fiends. You know what I'm saying? Some parents need help themselves. You know what I'm saying? But the way I see it, if you're younger than me and I see you need help, or I see that you're doing the wrong thing on the streets out there, you're going to hear about me. I'm going to come over to you and speak to you and say, look, bruv, what you're doing there is not right. You know what I'm saying? Me as an adult, I'm gonna be teaching you the right thing to do in life. Whether you accept it or not, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? But I refuse to watch these young people grow up and end up in prison and end up dying in an immature age. You know what I'm saying? If I can help, I'm gonna help them by any means necessary. Listen, you guys, God bless you. Help someone, bruv. Don't make your friend come for sugar, or don't make a stranger ask you for sugar and you turn them away tomorrow. Don't do that. Store up your blessings, because you see, one thing about blessings. Let me tell you something before we go. I know I need to go. One thing about blessings, yeah, you never know when it hits you. Tell your neighbor, tell your neighbor. You never know when it hits you. I'm talking about 6, 7 years ago. I never know that I was creating a blessing that would hit me today. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing to know that I helped a young teenager who was in a desperate situation, gave me a desperate phone call, and I helped him. And now he's showing the appreciation what I've done for him. Today, this is 2019, bruv. You know what I'm saying? He was only 16, 17 years old when he phoned me, and now he's 29 years old. He phoned me all the way from Japan and said, Nathan, I love you. Thank you for your help. Thank you for helping me. I love you, brother. That's the best blessings you could ever have. Is that another human being speaks from their heart and tell you what you've done for them and how much they love you. That's the best blessings. I'm telling you that now. God bless you guys, yeah? Help someone. You know what I'm saying? And God bless you. Love you all. God bless. Take care. Nathan Brown. Peace. One love.